Hi, my name is Brennan Anderson, and I'm here to show you some dynamic audio implementation techniques. This one's pretty cool. I noticed it a while back when I was playing Zelda Skyward Sword in the Bazaar. It would switch between different tracks' music when you went to different vendors in the Bazaar, but I noticed that the tracks' music were following the same melody and stuff, but they were all at different tempos. And when you crossfade between them, they would stay at the same relative position in the song, and I thought that was really cool, so I wanted to figure out how to do that. So this, if you can kind of tell already, as I'm going through these different rooms in this temple, it's switching to a different track, which it's pretty much the same track, different instrumentation, different tempo, but it's staying at the same point in the song. Now the effect of this is really great, and I think it really unlocks possibilities in dynamic music. It can be pretty subtle, just gives a great effect. The implementation of it's pretty simple though. So you can see I'm just running back and forth between the rooms. You can hear it switching. So here I also have it mapped to my controller buttons. When I press different buttons face buttons on the controller, it switches the track. So I'm just playing around with it a little here. So yeah. That's pretty much how it sounds. You can change it a little bit by adding fade ins and fade outs to make it a little smoother. This is without any fade in, just making it really obvious what's happening. But here's some of the blueprint implementation in Unreal 4. So this is where I just have it mapped to a few of my different buttons on the controller and also to the keyboard. But in this function, this is where it does most of its stuff. So you can see first it's calculating the current seek and setting that as a percentage, and then it's figuring out what sound wave we want to use, and that's actually set here. So this one is set to, I think it's 100, the 100 BPM version of the piece. But so this function sends whatever sound wave you choose into the audio component. Then it seeks it. It finds the current seek position that it needs to be at and changes that into a float as seconds, and then sets the start time of the fade in or the play to that second value. Now here's some of the code. I think it'll pop up in just a second. But yeah, like I was saying, it's a fairly simple implementation. I think we only have one function here, and yeah, that's calculate current seek. We have a helper function to convert the percentage to seconds, but basically this is getting the current seek. It's turning into percentage so that when the song loops, we FMOD that around so we know the current percentage even if the song is looping and going on forever. And then it's we have a little helper function converting that percentage back into the float and in seconds, and that is based on the sound wave. So with this and the length of the sound wave. So with this particular implementation, some improvements could be made certainly, but with this particular, it assumes that the different versions of the music are the same relative length, as in the same number of measures. And so it's able to compare the lengths, really well. If we were to add a few more functionalities, I would make it so that they wouldn't have to be the same number of length, and you could have an offset, and it would calculate the math and do all that. And yeah, but I'll just let you listen a little more to what this sounds like. just activated my high jump. Just a little fun. I wanted to put that in there. But yeah, this is seeking different tempo tracks. Thank you, everybody.